Alright guys, BLM here, back with more LA Noire, continuing on from where we left off.
He's only a writer, he can't really help.
I don't remember what we're doing.
Captain is downstairs with Ray Pinker and Carruthers.
Alright, I don't remember what we're doing, so let's try to figure it out. Yeah, yeah, was busy all day today. Was busy during the day today, and then spent a lot of my time at night working on the Guide to International Survivor video.
What's this about, Captain?
Ray and Mal have some concerns over the Henry and Waller cases, which I don't want aired.
I decided to write it out. I was initially
solid,
thinking about not writing the script.
Rusty.
I did decide
It's just
to,
that corpses keep
and that took
I'm
not even done yet, but I'm like pretty much all night I wrote. I'm very
Cartel
close
Classic
to done.
Carmine.
I have about
Each
I
woman,
think 4
same
more
brand,
seasons
same
to talk
color.
about out of 18, so it's like I'm pretty close to the end. Actually 5 more.
Technically, you're right,
Either way.
Rusty. She didn't have any lipstick, but she did have a message. We found it
Yeah,
beneath her
I
dress.
should get that
scraped
done
with a sharp
early
stick.
tomorrow.
What did it say?
You sure you want to know?
Ray?
As far as we can be sure, it said "cunt BD."
That's one way of looking at it.
Looking at what?
Cunt is all about access, Phelps. You're married, so yours is mortgaged. Some of us like to pay by installments. This guy doesn't like to pay at all.
Why are you so angry, Mal?
Because I just had to fire one of my assistants. He was a friend of Jameson's. God knows what he might have been up to.
Captain, we have good leads in the Summers case, but it's up to you to decide how we proceed.
Keep this under your hat for now. And follow up on Evelyn Summers. I want daily reports.
Okay.
We got our orders. Back to the Summers case. Get an address for McCaffrey, who'll have blown the bar. I'll meet you outside.
That's the guy from the paper.
Oh, we're still doing this. Okay.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address for a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Grosvenor McCaffrey. Apartment 6, 126 Yale Street, between Ord and
Yeah,
Alpine.
what sucks is I also found out
Thank
that
you.
I'm going to be pretty busy on Wednesday as well. So, yeah, I mean, I'm pretty much going to be
Mouthpiece tore
busy
strips off me at the
tomorrow,
grand jury.
Wednesday,
Case was thrown
Thursday I
out.
work at night, but I'll have free time in the morning. And then,
You drive.
Friday.
I need to go over the case notes.
A bit,
And where exactly are we going?
so, but, essentially the next couple days, there's not
Let me pose a question.
much free
Pens,
time in terms
what you
of
got to do with it? Morals. Would it bother you to put the wrong person away?
doing stuff
Depends.
on this channel
On what?
in terms of
On whether
finding
anyone
out
except the
more,
poor
so,
son of a bitch in the Slam River
I will
found
try
out.
to finish the Guide to International Survivor. This is something else. Oh yeah, my mic came today. I did some testing of it. It works. It works fine. I haven't really compared the audio quality yet. But yeah, it seems fine. Seems good. I mean, like, again, haven't really. I mean, it definitely should be an improvement. Like, again, haven't done direct comparison, but I mean, like, it should be an improvement. Like, I mean, so, wait.
McCaffrey is in apartment 6.
Alright. Six is this way.
Doesn't look like anybody's home.
Yeah, so, he did a lot of work on
I doubt it.
that International Survivor video. And also because I'm not going to have much free time, as I said, like, I'm not going to be able to really record any of the video. I was planning on recording the videos on Wednesday, but now I'm going to be busy on Wednesday. I'm probably going to have to wait until Thursday. to get around to recording them. But I've kind of gotten to the point where I'm almost done for the entire month of January. I only have 2 months. I have 2 more videos I can work on right now for the month of January, which are Guide to International Survivor and future theme speculation. So what I'm kind of thinking is that tomorrow I want to wrap up everything for the guide, and then probably try to get. Oh, there's the second half.
Torn from the letter we found beside the body.
And try.
Very
to get
least, I'd say it ties McCaffrey to the scene.
Speculation video done by Wednesday, so that on Thursday, when I finally have free time, I can go ahead and just record everything. And not Thursday, then through Thursday and Friday, just record everything, back to back to back, and obviously start the editing process as well on those on Thursday, and just get them done when I get them done. That's kind of the plan, and then obviously when I get them done, then move on to February, or maybe by then.
Circumstantial.
Obviously by the end of January or end of December, I'm gonna be doing the Island of the Idols videos. So it's like, yeah, I don't know, we'll see. But essentially that's the plan right now. Is that I'm thinking I'll just wrap up the writing process of everything in January, and like all the prep and everything, and then we'll get around to recording it all at once. Since it seems like that's how my
He said he was at
permitting
home.
it now anyway.
He said he didn't know her. And we have the book.
Let's see Carruthers argue his way out of this one.
Is that you, Grosvenor? Who are you guys? What are you doing in here?
We're from the LAPD, ma'am. Do you know where we might find McCaffrey?
I'm his neighbor. Is he in trouble?
Look, lady, we need to find him, and in a hurry. Are you gonna give me trouble?
He has a pigeon coop up on the roof. He spends his mornings up there when he's been drinking.
How do we get up there?
Down the hall and up the stairs.
Drunk and in command of a carrier pigeon. Surely we can write him up for that. A citation, at least.
Shit. Over here.
Hey, isn't that the cop who solved the big case and got promoted? The only
Sure.
reason some people get lost in thought is because it's unfamiliar.
Here it is.
Grosvenor McCaffrey! Running on a hangover, McCaffrey? Sit down and we'll talk.
I'll go get our wheels.
It's kind of ridiculous. Okay.
You a runner, McCaffrey? Stay and fight the good fight.
Come on.
Give it up, LAPD!
Come on. Damn it. So close. I am.
McCaffrey, you're under arrest on suspicion of murdering Evelyn Summers.
We need to get downtown and wrap this thing up. It's got to be McCaffrey. Unless Tiernan set him up. You don't think that asshole James do you? Whoever did it. At least it wasn't that Dahlia fuck.
How do you know that McCaffrey didn't do the Dahlia?
We have a list of over 200 suspects. His name was never on it.
If you think the list is exhaustive, Rusty, who am I to argue?
Listen, let's just work the case at hand, shall we? Then we can sit down and put all the puzzle pieces together at a later date.
I'll hold you to that.
You sure you can make it stick with one of these suspects, gentlemen?
It's either McCaffrey or Tiernan, sir. I think Jameson is an aberration.
All right. I'll deal with that degraded lunatic myself. He's got some fearful retribution coming. Tiernan isn't one, McCaffrey isn't two. I want a confession from one of them. Don't fail me, young Phelps.
Oh, we will.
You ready to answer some questions?
You think I have all the answers?
People who run from the police usually have something to hide.
Touché, detective. Let's see where this takes us.
Okay.
Evelyn died sometime around midnight. Remind me, where were you?
I was at home, writing. I'm working on a manuscript.
Accused.
You're lying, McCaffrey. You were out at the rail yard.
And what do you have that proves I was there?
Well, we have shit, man.
You're going to have to do better than that, detective.
Probably. That's all we had.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to stop him with one round.
Okay.
Hey, I gave his wife a tap. I said all's fair in love and war.
Why did you run, Tiernan?
I was the last one to see Evelyn that night. I knew you would think it was me.
Can you describe your relationship with Evelyn?
I barely knew Evelyn.
Keep lying to me and I'll have you charged and in front of a grand jury before your feet touch the ground.
How can you possibly prove Evelyn and I were more than friends?
McCaffrey gave you up, Tiernan. He says he saw you go into your hotel with Evelyn.
I met Evelyn at the public library. We would read for a while and then go for a drink. Last night, we went back to my hotel room and had some more to drink. I must have passed out. I woke up and she was gone.
What time was this?
Around midnight, maybe later.
And there's no one who can confirm this.
No, there isn't. I knew you wouldn't
Wait,
believe me.
The fucking guy, the chief say, "Oh, I need a daily
Aristotle's
report and
Metaphysics,
stuff."
the book that belonged to McCaffrey.
McCaffrey saw her looking at it once and laughed in her face.
And you're saying Evelyn stole it?
She wanted something of his.
You hate McCaffrey. You're trying to frame him for this.
You've got the wrong guy. How can you prove that?
We don't have anything, do we?
I'm telling you, McCaffrey did this. Do something about it and leave me alone.
Do you own a car, Tiernan?
No, I don't.
Have access to a lug wrench?
We use a lot of them to clear jams in the pin setting machines.
I want the truth. I think you broke into McCaffrey's apartment and planted a lug wrench there.
I didn't do that, and there's no way you can prove any different. As hard as this is for you to contemplate, I really loved Evelyn.
Did you just say you barely knew her?
She was kind and gentle to me.
Evelyn was missing a ring from her right hand.
That's strange. She always wore it. Big black circular disc with a white E in the middle. It was made from an old typewriter key, a present from the prop department at her old movie studio.
We're going to talk to McCaffrey. You need to think about what you've told us, Tiernan. You're not in the clear.
I need a drink.
We need a phone for.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need the jacket on a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Just a moment, Detective. McCaffrey was formerly under surveillance by the Red Squad. Convictions for petty theft. Dishonorable discharge from the Army during training at Syracuse. Assault on a local woman. Says he almost beat the woman to death.
Thanks, ma'am.
Wait, how the fuck did we not know about this before?
You were in the war?
Yes, I was. Seeing the things that I saw, it changes a man. I came back here determined to change things. All I wanted was a pen and an opportunity to speak out.
You told us before that you had only minor run-ins with the police. You didn't mention petty theft.
I've never been in trouble for violence. That's the salient point here, isn't it?
You're lying, McCaffrey. You have a history of violence towards women.
How do you turn a couple parking tickets and a petty theft misdemeanor into an assault charge?
Alright.
We know all about you and your dishonorable discharge, beating some poor woman near to death in Syracuse. You've never been in combat, McCaffrey. Your whole life is a fraud.
She was a goddamn peasant whore! She tried to steal from my wallet. I could have fought for this country. I could have...
You beat her because she stole from you. Because she tried to outsmart you.
The ignorant audacity of the bitch. What is a man supposed to do? Sit there and take it? How is a man supposed to call himself a man?
And Evelyn Summers, a poor, drunken nobody, stole your book.
And she got what was coming to her.
Yeah, obviously.
Grosvenor McCaffrey, I'm charging you with the murder of Evelyn Summers. She was a sad lady who never hurt anyone except herself. I hope God finds a way to forgive you.
Congratulations, boys. You bagged the fine catch. Another red to boot. Grand. Now, I want you to put this business about a repeat offender out of your mind. This McCaffrey creature shows no remorse, and neither will the grand jury. You would have to walk a long mile to find a better candidate for an unmarked plot at the prison graveyard.
Well, we got that done. 3 stars.
We have lost most of Shaughnessy and Dunn's squad. The gunny is dead, first platoon is in worse shape. That medic is either crazy or the bravest man alive.
Can we rally with the first, then try for the Nambus?
It's sheer to the left. To the right, it goes right through a pass with 2 Nambus and enfilade. Mate, we can lose everyone.
Lieutenant! Get back off this fucking bridge! They'll start walking the mortars back to their own positions. We only have minutes.
I'm in charge here, Sergeant.
Get your men off the bridge, Lieutenant.
What's your unit, Sergeant?
We don't have time for this, Lieutenant.
What's your unit, Sergeant?
I company 22nd Marines, Lieutenant, and we just saved your ass by fording the river.
My orders are to reconnoiter the...
I think that point is now moot. You have 10 men left. My orders are to save what's left. Move out!
Why does that seem necessary? Whatever.
Well done, lads. You did well with the Summers case. But we have a problem. The examiner received a new letter today.
Do you mind if I take a look, Ray?
Go right ahead. They've both been rinsed in gasoline like the previous letters, so I can't lift a print.
No one else but the killer knew about this message. Another snippet from the Shelley poem. suffer woes which hope thinks infinite, to forgive wrongs darker than death or night.
If the note is from the Dahlia maniac, he definitely also killed Teresa Terrellson.
Mal and I agree.
But where does that leave us? If this is the Dahlia killer, and he is responsible for the Tarrelson murder, not to mention the Muller
Hang
case.
on a moment, Skipper.
Let me finish, Rusty. We have 5 birds in hand and none in the bush. The department will not survive a scandal if we have to let them all go without catching a fiend first. Your careers will be over for a start, gentlemen.
Looking in wonder.
Ah, fuck it.
While yet
I
the
knew this
music
run was too
pealed
good to be
along,
true.
I hid myself within a fountain in the public square.
You like that stuff? What is it supposed to
It's
mean?
supposed to... Forget what it's supposed to... What does he want it
Where are
to
you going with this, Cole?
He's obviously taunting us. He believes he's far more intelligent than we are.
Okay, it's some kind of story, right? A guy that God hates, chains him up.
It's an allegory, Rusty.
A what? Story with 2 meanings. A symbolic meaning. But that's what he wants us to think.
Could he be using it literally? Within a fountain in a public square? Could it be that easy?
Can somebody tell me what the fuck is going on?
The fountain in Pershing Square. Come on, we have a clue. Captain, thanks, Ray.
Be careful, Phelps. This is his game you're playing now.
This is the one that we're gonna like do the scavenger hunt essentially, right?
Got a stakeout down on 2nd later tonight. I want to make homicide.
Can you drive to this one?
I'll look it up right now.
All those cases, Rusty. What have I been telling you all along?
We've got to get this guy.
I know.
Oh, it is the last
Enough
one,
women
okay.
have died.
Yeah, and it's our asses on the line too, Phelps. You heard what the captain said. The department is not going to take responsibility for all those bad convictions.
Success is a double-edged sword.
Let's just get this sick pervert and have it done
Oh,
with.
we at the halfway. Oh, this is the halfway point. In my last playthrough, at least. And then we get Vice. Which looks like Vice isn't that long. However, the problem is that like 2 of the DLC missions are within Vice. That makes that longer. Arson's pretty short. Yeah, Homicide's the longest section of the game. At least with the base game.
Rather you than me, Phelps. You know the local hobos use that as a drink.
There is a cave, all overgrown with trailing, odorous plants which curtain out the day. Where next? Elizabeth Short, Betty Short, Black Dahlia.
Elizabeth Short's Social Security card.
Jesus Christ.
That's not all. There's another stanza from Shelley.
Can you work it out? You got a city map? See if you can work out where he's taking us. I don't like this freak leading us around by the nose.
Okay, so you know what? Let's actually go ahead and move closer to the screen, just so I can, because I'm not really in a great position to be able to read this shit from where I'm at. Okay. Yeah, I hated this section last time. It's such a fucking pain to find all these things. Wasn't this where he's actually at, right? Let's try it. Why not?
You're behind the wheel.
Like a church thing, right? Like, that's where the final confrontation happens.
Him. It's really him, the fuck who killed the Dahlia. And you believe this? He's leading us.
It's his game, Rusty. He may want someone to catch him, but he's extremely dangerous. I doubt if he will give up easily.
Suits me down to the fucking ground. We clip this fuck and we get citations. What a day to be a cop. That pencil-pushing Parker won't be able to shove me aside after this.
Like, I'm just wondering if you could skip everything, because I know he's here. Like, I'm pretty sure this is it. So let's see. It'd be cool if you can, if you could just skip everything. Nah, it doesn't look like the game's gonna let us. Damn, that would have been cool. Yeah, I'm 100% sure this is it. This is where he ends up being. Yeah, so we just can't do it yet. So what was the clue, though? How do we look at the clue again? Oh, there we go. Oh, not what I want. Second excerpt. Alright. There's a cave all overgrown. Mountain. Ah, shit. Alright, look at the map first. Okay, what do we got here? That's Pershing Square. So, what are these? Hall of Records? Oh, yeah, that's it, isn't it? Yeah, overgrown with plants. Okay, yeah, done. Yeah, that's it. I remember now.
You can drive.
Then I think, what, the library is definitely one of them, and then the set is definitely one of them. And how many are there? There's 5, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be it, right? Those should be the 5. Yeah, Hall of Records, library, and then the set. That set that we saw. I forgot what it starts with an I. I think those are the 5, and then obviously the church. I think those are the 5. Maybe there's one more. I'm not remembering. Here we go. The chandelier.
Can I help you, sir?
See him? I saw his picture in the paper.
How do we get up?
Look, that's the latest thing. Jesus H. Christ!
I'm going out there, Rusty.
Better you than me. Be careful. Could be a trap.
No, fuck. it is.
Deirdre Muller's missing watch. The temple's high of man's ear and eye, roofed over sculptures and poesy. Where have I seen that?
Is it the library or is it the set?
Jesus Christ, hold it off that goddamn thing.
Find a rope, Rusty!
There isn't time. See if you can swing that thing from side to side. Get it over the edge, then jump for it.
Swing it! Come on, come on!
Okay.
Gonna go in a second. Swing that goddamn thing and jump for it.
That's it. Buckle thing on my phone. Yeah, we'll end here in a second.
That was too close.
Yeah, well, the higher you climb, the further you fall.
Let's get out of here.
Another Dahlia clue?
No. A yellow gold wristwatch.
The Mulder dame.
Yes. And a scrap of the poem.
Another location.
If I can work it out.
Alright, we'll end here. Next episode we'll go ahead and continue on, but for now, thank you for watching.